Last night, the skies over Ukraine lit up, and on the other side of the world, the Israel-Lebanon border tightened like a trigger being pulled. 2 theaters, 1 strategy. Strike critical infrastructure, force a reaction. Let's unpack what's happening and why it matters.
In the early hours of October 31, 2025, Ukraine reported it was hit by more than 650 unmanned aerial vehicles and around 50 cruise missiles, aimed at its power grid and other critical infrastructure. The strike zones extended from Zaporizhzhia to Vinnytsia and from Sloviansk to Kramatorsk in the east. Reports confirm at least 7 fatalities, including a 7-year-old girl. The Ukrainian government implemented nationwide rolling blackouts. Entire cities found themselves in darkness as winter approaches. President Zelensky called the attacks an effort to push Ukraine into the dark. He has asked NATO for additional long-range air defense systems. Why target the electrical grid? Because a society in darkness is a force pushed to its limits. Winter without heat, water, or electricity becomes another battlefield. Ukraine's defense must now stretch from frontline armor and aircraft to protecting homes and heating systems. In Donetsk region, for example around Pokrovsk, Russian forces are tightening siege efforts. If Ukraine loses power in that zone, its defense capacity could collapse. In short, this is not only about territory, it's about will. Switching to the Middle East, a raid by Israeli forces in southern Lebanon recently killed a municipal official, despite a tenuous ceasefire agreed in 2024. Lebanese President Joseph Aoun has ordered the army to push back any incursion, and large protests have erupted. At the same time, U.S. envoy Morgan Ortagus is heading to Beirut amid talks on disarming Hezbollah, adding fuel to an already volatile mix. Though combat remains limited, each strike and counterstrike chips away at the existing truce and inches the region toward a larger flare-up. Here's what ties both zones together. In Ukraine and Lebanon, both strategies involve striking infrastructure, escalating civilian pressure, and opening a path for the next phase. In Ukraine, cutting power equals slower logistics, weaker defense, lower morale. In Lebanon, every cross-border incursion equals shot fired across the red line. What we're seeing is a systemic shift. The global architecture, alliances, treaties, deterrence, is being put under real stress over the coming 48 hours. Ukraine. Will there be further blackouts? Are air defense systems being overloaded? Are new troop buildups detectable around Pokrovsk? Lebanon. Is a full-scale attack imminent? Will Hezbollah respond directly? Is Israel about to widen the conflict? Viewer advice: if you are in or tracking a high-risk zone, plan for at least 72 hours of autonomy, flashlight, dry food, charged devices, because striking infrastructure now equals striking civilian resilience. November opens with power grids turned into war zones and borders ready to snap. We'll continue delivering hard-hitting global conflict coverage, raw, informed, and fast. Subscribe, hit the bell, and tell us below. Which flashpoint do you believe has the highest risk of escalation, Ukraine or Lebanon?
The activity in Sector Gamma is spiking. We need confirmation on those troop movements now.